just going to start standing. First of all, I'm going to stand facing you so you can see what I'm doing, but you can position yourselves at the top of the mat if you like. So we're just going to take a posture check this evening as well. So just stand with both feet facing forward, hip distance apart. And I'd just like you to have a little micro bend in the knee, tilt the chin, tilt the hips forward a little bit, roll the shoulders back, and let's get comfortable in the space this evening. So let's just wiggle your toes on the mat, feel the mat between your toes, and I'd just like you to rock gently forward and back, first of all, from the balls of your feet through the toes, and then back to the heels. So just play with the weight. And just gently rock as we set the focus. Focus the mind. Find a comfortable pace of breathing as well throughout this class. I would like you to keep your breath in through the nose and out through the nose, unless I tell you something different. And just come to a very gentle stop then. Stop rocking. Just with the weight evenly distributed between both feet. Nice soft knees. Wiggle the toes to make sure you're not clinging on for dear life. Roll the shoulders back and just have a gentle tilt in the chin. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And I'd just like you to use your normal pace of breathing. We're going to move the hands. So I'd like you to take a deep breath in, palms facing together. And on the out breath, take them back, return them to the side. So nice micro bend in the knee. And we're just practicing working with the breath. In to come up, breathing out to come down. So on the in breath, really send the breath down to the corners of the body, down to the toes. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out to come down. So on the next in breath, I'm just going to turn so you can see. On the next in breath, we're going to come up. On the out, we're going to open out to the right-hand side, palms facing upwards with a little back bend. Coming up through center. Breathing out, open out to the left. Breathing in to come up. So we're just taking a nice little twist through the core. Keep your hips facing forward. And just again, work with the breath. Slide the shoulders down the back. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out. Relax it down. Just warm it up the back gently. And on the next out breath, we're going to return the hands to the side. We're going to take a roll down. So tilt the chin. And then we're going to tuck the tailbone under. We're just going to curve the shoulders in and roll all the way down to the floor. Following that breath all the way down. And just relax the head down to the floor. We're going to breathe in to come up. We're going to take a couple of rolls down here. The hands coming all the way up and through. When we get to the top, take a little back bend, lift the gaze up to the ceiling. Breathing out, take it down. So head comes down, tilt the chin, tilt the tailbone. All the way down. And just take a second to hang here. Feel the weight of the head. Feel the weight of the shoulders. We're going to take one more. Breathing in to come up. Hands come all the way through. Take a small back bend up the top. Lift the gaze all the way up to the ceiling. And breathing out. Tilt the chin. Tuck the tailbone under. Nice soft knees. And we're going to roll all the way down to the floor. So this time we're going to spend a little bit longer hanging in our forward fold here. And just take a deep breath out to relax the head further down to the floor, the chest further down to the top of the legs. And just stay strong, ground through the feet. And I'd like you to cross your hands over. Just cross the forearms over. And again, use the weight of the head and the shoulders to increase the stretch on the back of the legs. So we're still working with a micro bend in the knee at the moment, but you should feel a nice stretch in the legs and the lower back. And just maintain the natural rhythm of the breathing. And relax the hands then down to the floor. So we're going to take a flat back here. So we're going to just lift the gaze and just release the bend in the knees slightly. So you're just straightening them out. Lifting the gaze towards the top of the mat. And breathing out back to your forward fold. So we're going to do another 2. So lift the gaze, coming up, flat back. Stretch out the back of the legs. Breathing out, forward fold. One more. Breathing in to come up, flat back, straighten out the legs. So your hands can be anywhere here. They can be on the floor or just on the front of the legs there, wherever feels good for you. And breathing out one more time. So we're going to take a little twist and a leg stretch here as well. So I'd like you to bend into your left knee, straighten out your right leg. And we're going to release the right arm up to the sky, following the gaze all the way around to the fingertips on the right hand. And keep breathing. Follow the twist all the way around. And breathing out, release that right hand down to the floor. And we're going to swap legs. So you're going to straighten out your left leg, bend into your right knee, taking the left hand off the floor, follow the gaze around to the fingertips on the left hand. And just take a second here to enjoy the stretch. And then release the left hand down to the floor. We're going to take one more each side. So as you do this for the second time, you maybe will feel a little bit, you've got a little bit more in your twist. Maybe you can take the head round a little bit further, look over that right shoulder. And relax the right hand down to the floor. We're going to do the other side again, one more time. So bend into that right knee. And take the left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Breathing into that twist. And breathing out, just relax the hands down to the floor. We're going to take one more flat back, lift the gaze up, stretch out the back of the legs, and then we're going to step back to plank. So one leg, then the other leg, staying strong in your plank position, tuck the pelvis. Then we're going to lower down to the floor. Uncurl the toes, breathing in to come up, cobra. And pull the elbows into the sides. So we're going to take a wave here. So we're going to breathe out, taking it down to the floor. 1. We're going to 3. Breathing in to come up. Shine the heart forward, lift the gaze. And breathing out, take it down to the floor one more time. Here we go. Breathing in to come up. Shine the heart forward, lift the gaze up. And then we're going to take it back to the floor, uncurl the toes, press back up through plank. And then we're going to press the hips back up and through downward facing dog. So you may like to adjust your feet here to get a better downward facing dog position. And as it's the first down dog of the night, you might also like to pedal your feet as well. So just work the legs, press the chest down into the floor and pedal it out. Just walk the legs. And then when you're ready, just come to a rest in your down dog position, wherever you are. You might be there with bent knees. Again, wherever is good for you is good for you. So we're going to take a balance here. We're going to go for a 3-legged dog, okay? But we're going to do it with hands. So let's ground the hands down through the corners of the fingers. Then I'd like you to release your right hand. And just take it back and through and reach for the left leg. So you might either get the left ankle or the left knee, anywhere there on the lower part of the left side. So you're going to need a bit of balance here as well tonight. So hold the balance, find a bit of stillness in the pose. Then we're going to release that right hand back, downward facing dog. And we're going to lift the left hand off the floor. So find the balance first, ground down through the hands, ground down through the feet. And then we're going to reach through. We're going to go for the right ankle or just below the right knee, wherever feels good. So you're getting a bit of a twist and a bit of balance there. Looking through under that right armpit. And then we're going to replace the hand, downward facing dog. So we're going to play with the weight here tonight. We're going to go down to plank. So we're going to move the weight forward into plank. We're going to take a flow down. So come down through cobra, lift the gaze up, uncurl the toes. Breathing out, take it back down, uncurl the toes, press back up to plank. One more downward facing dog. Okay, so we're going to go there again, working arm strength. We're going to move forward through plank. Tilt the pelvis down, lower it down to the floor. Breathing in to come up, uncurl the toes, squeeze the elbows into the sides. Take it back down, press up through plank. And back, downward facing dog. And breathe. You can walk the legs a little bit again here. Really move into that down dog. And we're going to take our normal 3-leg repeat into our flow. Okay, let me just have a fiddle with my wires here. Okay, so in your down dog, we're going to release the right leg up. We're going to bring it through, knee to chest. This is 1, we're going to 3. Take it up and back. We're going to bring it through, knee to chest. This is 2. Take it up and back. We're going to bring it through, knee to chest. Hold it here. Press the spine up towards the ceiling. Press and hold. And we're just going to step it through into your lunge. So have a check of your feet in your lunge. Make sure they're both facing forward. Same way as your knees is really good. And then when you're happy with your stability, we're going to lift the hands up off the floor. We're going to take it up to crescent. So bend a little bit further in that front knee. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. And breathe, maintaining that lovely long in breath and long out breath. Keep it here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out. On the next out breath, let's lower the hands down to the small of the back. Mindful of your balance, we're going to clasp them behind and just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Shine the heart out to the front. And we're going to lower down between the legs. So take it down here. Press the hands up to the ceiling. And if your hands are here at the lower back, again, totally awesome. That's really cool. Or you can press them up a little bit further to the ceiling. But we're going to breathe in to prepare, and using your core, you're going to come back up to standing. Whew. Releasing the hands back up to crescent. And then we're going to cartwheel all the way down, back to your lunge. We're going to release the foot back through to plank, coming down through the flow. Here we go. Breathing in to come up, cobra. Breathing out to go down, and curl the toes, press back up through plank. Press the hips back to the sky. You might like to adjust your feet here. Walk the feet if you like, really get into it. And then we're going to go back to our repeater on the leg, okay? So 3-legged dog with the leg. Lifting the left leg up. Bring it through, knee to chest. This is 1. Take it back up and through. Knee to chest. 2. Press the spine to the ceiling. Take it back up. On the 3rd one, we're going to hold for a beat. Press the spine up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Then step it through back to lunge. So have a check with your stability here. Feet facing forward as if they're on a train line, not one in front of the other. And when you're happy with your balance and your stability, we're going to lift the hands up off the floor, up to crescent. Slide the shoulder blades down the back, away from the ears. Reach up nice and tall and bend a little bit further in that front knee. Relax the face. Easier said than done a lot of the time. And breathe. Bend a little further in that knee. And on the next out breath, let's take the hands down towards the lower back. You know the journey we're going on here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to drop forward between the gap in the legs, just to the side of that front knee. But wherever your arms are, they might be here at your lower back, or if you can, press them up towards the ceiling. Have a little play with it. Stay strong in that front leg. Try not to collapse. Breathe, keep the breaths going. Then we're going to breathe in to prepare, using your core. Lift the gaze all the way back up. Back to standing. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open out the chest. Release the hands back up to crescent. Lift the gaze. And cartwheel it all the way back to the floor. Brilliant job, guys. So just replace the foot back through the flow. Down to the floor and curl the toes. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out to go down. Uncurl the toes, pressing back up through plank. And downward facing dog, walk the legs. Brilliant job this evening, guys. Okay, so just lift the gaze. Press the hips back a little bit further. And I'd just like you to step or jump towards the top of the mat. So just bring the feet up towards the hands wherever you are. And then we're going to roll all the way back up. So let's bring the hips up first. Breathing in to come up, we're going to come all the way up. Take a little back bend here. And bring the hands down through heart center. Lovely job. Brilliant. Again, I'm going to turn around so you can see where I'm going. We're going to take a little balance here as well. Okay, so I'm just keeping an eye on time for you guys as well. I'm going to turn around so you can see where we are. So pressing the hands together in prayer. And we're just going to return to our rock back and forth gently on the feet. Let's find a good bit of balance. So rock gently back and forth. Move the weight between the balls of the feet, the toes, and the heels. Pressing the palms together. Breathing in. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, moving the hands all the way up. Let's take a back bend here. So lift the gaze and bring the hands back through heart center. We're going to take one more. So breathing in to come up. Lift the hands all the way up and through, back bend, lift the gaze, and then breathe it out back through heart center. So I'm going to give you an option here where you put your foot tonight, guys. We're going to go for a tree. So you can take your foot either above or below the knee, wherever is right for you. Some days it might be different. So you can take it all the way up here, and you can assist the lift if you like, or you can take it here. Or you can even take it so your ball of your foot is at the side there, okay? So wherever you've picked tonight, let's go for it. Take the hands all the way up and through, back through heart center, and let's hold. So take the knee out to the side, tilt the chin slightly so you've got a nice neutral gaze. And we're going to take the hands all the way up to about 10 to 2. So palms facing upwards. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. A little tilt in the chin. And press that knee out to the side. Brilliant balance tonight, everyone. So if you can do this in one move, we'll be loving it. Bringing the hands down. And we're going to take it, we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're just going to take hold of this foot and just bring it across the left thigh. So we've got a bit of balance. And you're going to have some options here. So we're going to make like a little hook with our finger. And then we're going to straighten up and we're going to take the foot out to the side, wherever you want to go. You can take it here if you want, or there, any variation in between. Woo, look at Cara, wowzers, and Claire. So you might be here, wherever's good for you guys, does not matter a jot. And just hold the balance with your finger around your big toe. That's right, have a little play. And then we're going to relax it down, back down to the floor. Coming back to your neutral position, take a deep breath in to come up. Bring the hands down through heart center. We're going to have a little go the other side, okay? So we're going to start with tree. So just place your foot wherever you want to go tonight, either above or below the knee. Press the palms together. Or you can even, if your balance isn't great, just go on the ball of the foot there, that's fine. And breathe. So breathing in, taking the hands up, slide the shoulders away, tilt the chin. Let's work the balance this evening, guys. And breathing out. If you can do this in one move, again, awesome. But if you can't, that's okay. We're going to bring the hands down. Let's prepare the foot. You know where we're going. You can use a little hooky finger to hold on to the big toe. Bend down, take hold of it. Lift up. And then take it out to the side. You've probably got one side that's better than the other. I totally have. You might have a micro bend in the knee. Again, fine. You might be here. Anywhere in between. And balance on that one leg, wherever you are. I have the feeling some of you are going to practice this now on your own. And just relax it down to the floor in your own time. So we're going to take it all the way to the floor now with this next roll. Breathing in to come up, back bend, and breathing out, take it all the way down to the floor. We're going all the way down this time. And I'd like you to cross your legs at the ankles and take it back through to a comfortable, easy seat. Okay, we're going to take a stretch down here on the floor. We're going to go for a wide leg forward fold. So let's just open the legs out to the sides. You might like to release the glutes away from the sit bones, get a better connection with the floor. And breathe. Just relax down into the floor. So we're going to take a forward fold here, but what I'd like you to watch is that your toes stay facing the ceiling and the tops of your legs also stay facing the ceiling. You don't roll in. So we're going to take some length first, breathing in to come up. And on the out breath, you're just going to fold forward into the gap between the legs. Relax down to the floor. And breathing out, relax the head all the way down to the floor. And just have a check on your feet that they haven't rolled in. Roll them back out. And with the next out breath, see if you can take that stretch a little bit further. Let the muscles relax. They should allow you a bit more length. Breathe it out. So you might have your head on the floor. You might have your chest on the floor. Or you might be quite high up. Wherever you are, take a nice deep breath in. Last deep breath out. And get a little bit more in that forward fold. Again, tops of the feet and the legs facing the ceiling. And then just walk the hands back in towards the body, bringing the soles of the feet together. So we're going to go for a diamond here, so they don't need to be super close to your body. Nice diamond, and relax the knees out down to the floor. So again, we're going to find some length first of all before we forward fold. So taking the hands out to the sides, pull up out of the pelvis, and breathing out, folding over in that forward fold. So just fold out over the feet, relax the head, use the weight of the shoulders. And if you like, you can apply a little bit of light pressure on the feet and just put a little bit of resistance into that stretch. See if you can get a little bit closer. And relax. So with every breath out, you're relaxing further down into the floor. And just rest your forearms on the shins. And slowly walk the hands up towards the body. And we're just going to swing round into your final resting pose. So just bring the legs round and just relax it down to the floor. Relax the toes out to the sides of the room. Relax the hands out to the sides, palms facing upwards. And you might like to close your eyes here as well. And just return to the natural rhythm of your breathing as you relax here on the floor. Give yourself a little well done for taking some time out for yourself this evening. Maybe you took an hour to do both classes, or maybe you've just joined us for one. Know that you've done something good for yourself this evening. And on the in-breath, take the breath out to the corners of the body, to the fingers, to the toes. And when you breathe it out, empty backwards from the toes all the way through the fingers and out through the nasal passageway. Feel the earth support you. Feel your body here on the mat in contact with the floor, underneath the heels, the calves, the back of the legs, the lower back. Feel the ground support you on the back of the hands, on the back of the elbows, and the shoulder blades. Feel the mat at the back of your head. And the next out breath, relax further down, melting into the floor. And let's listen to the body. Maybe there's somewhere in your body that feels maybe a little bit tight. Just acknowledge it, send it some breath. On the next in-breath, send it down. Maybe it's a knee or a hip. Acknowledge the feeling and send it some breath. And we're just going to return to the physical sensation of the body here on the mat. Wriggle the toes. Move the fingers, rub the fingers on the palm of the hands. Is it rough? Is it smooth? Maybe it's hot. Maybe you're a bit clammy. Pay attention to the feeling. Returning to the physical body here on the mat. In your own time, waking up the body, returning to your comfortable seated position. Release the glutes away from the sit bones. Resting the wrists down on top of the knees. Sit up nice and tall, tilt the chin under a little bit in your nice neutral gaze. And breathing out, relax the knees down into the floor. Taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to lift the hands up towards the sky. Reach for the energy you've created this evening, whatever that feeling is. Name it for yourself and take hold of it. Bring it down through heart center to use for the rest of your day and maybe even into tomorrow as well. Thank you very much for practicing with me this evening, guys. It's been lovely. I will be back again tomorrow at 10 o'clock if you'd like to join me for a bit more, or in the evening, Thursday evening. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you all again soon.